right, Assalamualaikum. Good morning, how are you today?
Fine.
Very good. I hope that you had a chance to go over your textbook on the topic on supporting sentences. Today we're looking at the second part of a good paragraph, which is supporting sentences. Remember last time we talked about topic sentences, and we said that a good paragraph should start with a good topic sentence having a main idea. But it's not enough to just write one sentence with a main idea. We need more sentences. We need more support for this main idea, and here comes the supporting sentences for this main idea. So every paragraph has sentences that relate to and explain this main idea. So the topic sentences, the supporting sentences are used to give more details, to support, to discuss, to elaborate on the main idea. What sort of supporting sentences can we find? We can find them in the form of facts, examples. We can give definitions. We can give descriptions and explanations. So the purpose of the supporting sentences is to discuss, is to elaborate on the topic sentences, on the topic sentence. All right? Let's just see this example that you are familiar with. For example, this is a topic sentence. Canada. Canada is a popular destination for many people all over the world. So this topic sentence is supported by a number of supporting sentences. For example, first, Canada has an excellent healthcare system. All Canadians have access to medical services at a reasonable price. Second, Canada has a high standard of education. Students are taught by well-trained teachers. And finally, Canada's cities are clean and efficiently managed. So Canadian cities have many parks and lots of places of space for people to live. So the function of these supporting sentences is to lend support to discuss the main idea. Here is another example. An interview is an opportunity for employers to get to know you better. So it is important that you answer each question as completely as possible. All right? So what sort of support can I give to this kind of topic sentence? As you can see, first, people should ask their interviewers to repeat the questions if you don't understand them. Second, take some time to think about the questions before you answer. And third, a notebook to write down keywords in interview questions is sometimes helpful. So again, the purpose of supporting sentences is to discuss further, to lend support to the main idea stated in the topic sentence. Is this clear? Great. So now, let's just look at this example. Try this exercise. Try to find out what is the topic sentence in these sets of sentences, and what are the supporting sentences. Is this clear? Decide what is the topic sentence here, and which are the supporting sentences for this topic sentence. What is the topic sentence here? Very nice. One of my hobbies is listening to international music. What are the supporting sentences for it? For example, I have a large collection of world music recordings. My friends and I exchange CDs about famous international artists, and I like watching concerts by musicians from different countries. So what we see here is we have a main idea, we have a topic sentence, and we have three supporting sentences for it. Let's see another example, and with the same idea. Try to find out which is the topic sentence and what are the supporting sentences for it. Yes, please.
The
The first
first is
sentence is the topic sentence. Yes, topic sentence. Mosquitoes are interesting insects. This is the topic sentence. Why? Because of these three reasons. The first supporting sentence is mosquitoes will fly for several kilometers to find food. Second support is only the female mosquitoes bite. And the third one is mosquitoes are attracted to heat, and that's why they are interesting insects. Let's see a third example on this. What is the topic sentence here, and what are the supporting sentences? Yes, please. The second sentence is actually the topic sentence. My new apartment is perfect for my roommate and me. Why? Because first support is my new apartment has a big closet. The second one is my new apartment is close to university and shops. And thirdly, my new apartment is not too expensive for students. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
So always whenever you write a paragraph, think of what support can I provide to write in this paragraph and for this topic or main idea. Okay? Remember one thing also about topics supporting sentences is that all sentences that you provide, all examples that you provide, all facts or details that you provide in your support must be related to the topic sentence. Very nice. Must be related to the main idea in your topic sentence. So exclude any irrelevant details or things that you think that are not really much related to your topic, sentences. Let's see this example. Read very quickly this paragraph and decide what irrelevant sentences to the main idea of this paragraph. There are two sentences that are not related to the main idea or to the topic sentence in this paragraph. Yes, please. What is a tornado? It's like a heavy storm. Okay. So what are the relevant supporting sentence or sentences in this paragraph? What are they? Yes, please.
Tornadoes don't last very long.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, tornadoes don't last very long. And the second one is they are short-lived though powerful. They are short-lived though powerful. Why is that? Why is that? Because the paragraph is what? What about? It's about what, sorry? It's about the terrible side. So it is about the tornado had left. So it is describing the scene. It's describing the damages that happened as a result of the tornado. These two sentences are not actually about describing what happened. They are more of facts about tornadoes, that they are short-lived and they don't, and they are powerful though short-lived, and they don't last very long. So it is always important that you write sentences that are very much related to your topic sentence. Is this clear?
Yes.
It's not really a difficult concept to understand, but it's always good to keep this in mind. A third thing to remember about supporting sentences is that it's not only enough to write one reason or one fact or one detail. We always have to provide examples to illustrate your main idea, because the reader expects the ideas to be clear. So it's always good to clarify your points by providing more and more examples. Let's do this first exercise and write supporting details to this topic sentence. What does it say? It says, foreign language learners can generally improve their language skills by doing these 3 essential steps. What I'd like you to do is to write these 3 steps, and for each one of these steps, write one example to clarify further your idea. All right? All right. Very quickly, you can work together. Actually, you can help each other. Work in pairs and try, think, and write the 3 reasons and an example for each for this topic sentence. So we're writing about the steps that you can do to improve your language learning. Your language learning skills, of course. All right, let's see. All right, what sort of reasons or steps that you can provide for this topic sentence? Just get some ideas from you. Yes, please.
They can listen to native speakers And also read novels and stories.
Okay. Yes, please.
And write paragraphs or essays.
Very nice, very nice. But we need more examples. We need to provide examples for each one of these very good steps. Very good, very good. Yes, please. Let's start with the first one.
It's important to practice native speaking. For example, to know...
All right, let's just write this down, this idea. So they can practice speaking in the foreign language. In the foreign language. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. What sort of examples did you provide to clarify this idea? So they can practice speaking with...
making short, small talk and build communication.
Very nice. So they can actually...
To know
They can speak with their
native speakers.
classmates, for example. Okay, with native speakers of that foreign language. Native speakers. Is that right? Yeah. And hold conversations with a lot of people. Okay, so this is a good example of what do we mean by practicing speaking in order to improve their foreign language skills. A second step to improve their language. Yes, please.
Foreign language learners can improve their language by listening to a native speaker.
Okay, very nice. So very much they can listen extensively in the foreign language. For example,
Listening at the radio.
yes, they listen to radio,
And songs.
films, watch films, okay,
Or the news.
watch films and news, okay, alright, very good. What else? A third step to improve foreign language learning. Yes, please.
They can write new word and try to use it in a sentence.
Okay, so they can also practice writing all the time. Okay, let's just write this one. They can practice writing extensively again. All right. An example of this, practice writing and reading, for example. An example of this would be to write essays, to write. Let's just write them here. They can write emails, letters, essays, stories, and stories, and so on and so forth. So these are some examples that foreign language learners can actually do. So what we did here is that we provided supporting sentences. Alright? It's not only just to provide reasons or steps, we also provided more support by giving more examples to clarify the ideas that we present on paper in our paragraph. Is this clear? Let's have another practice, another activity with a different idea. And what I'd like you to do is to write or provide supporting sentences for this topic. Our lifestyles are different from our grandparents' lifestyles. Okay, our lifestyles are different from our grandparents' lifestyles. What is a lifestyle? A way of living. It's a way of living. How our lifestyles are different from our grandparents' lifestyles. Provide 3 differences, and for each difference provide an example, an illustration of what you mean by this difference. Okay? Yes, please. Have you thought of ideas? We can think about transport. You can think about education or communication and so on. Let me just get some ideas from you. Our lifestyles are different from our grandparents' lifestyle. The first difference, for example, is about, yes please.
They used to communicate with each other without using technology.
Very nice.
But
And now?
We can communicate with the
Alright, very good idea. Let's just write it down. So we use, or we can say, our communication or communication nowadays is much faster, is that right? And efficient. Okay, our communication, different ways of communication is much faster and much more effective and efficient. For example, we use social media, we use the internet, we use mobile phones, we use technology-based devices and equipment, and so on. All right. So we can say we use the internet, mobile phones, and satellite technology. All right. Is that right? To communicate, and satellite-based technology to communicate. All right. All right. So we can speak to any person, anytime, anywhere, within a very short time, or at the same time. Okay, without any problem. Whereas in the past, people had probably had to travel for months in order to communicate the message to another person. All right. So this is one first difference. A second difference would be something like
there was lack of education, but now education is important. There was no schools, but now
very nice.
Everywhere.
Very nice. So education is much more diverse, much more varied than it used to be in the past. Very good idea. Another idea. Very nice. Very good idea. Yes, please.
At that time there wasn't
electricity. Yes, correct.
So that they had to do everything manually.
Very nice. And for example, now we use different electric equipment to do the household work. For example, washing machines, drying machines, and so. Let's talk about transport. It's an easy idea. All right. Yes, please.
People now use fast and comfortable means of transport.
Very nice. People now. Very nice. Very nice idea. People now use much convenient and faster. Is that right? Faster or easy means of transport. Okay. For example, we use planes. Is that right? Cars. So we use cars, buses, planes, trains, and probably, of course, subways. Okay, and so on. Is that right? Yes. Let's think about the third example. All right. The third difference in our lifestyle. Yes, Amer, please.
They have different cultures, infrastructure in home, in clothes, in any way, in the speaking.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. They have different traditions, you mean? They have different cultural norms or different traditions or customs, and old-fashioned ones, whereas now we have a much more opened, sort of a globalized world that we can get access to different cultural norms and different cultural ideas rather than the traditional ones. Let's think about education and learning. For example, students, or we use technology to study and research things. Is that right? Yes. For example, we use the internet and online materials, okay, in doing or in conducting research. Okay, this is just a quick example of what we mean by using technology. We have the technology, mobile technology and satellite technology and the internet to actually help us in doing research and help us in our academic study, in our university study. So what we did here again is the idea is that we have to provide more examples. We have to provide supporting sentences to make sure that the reader understands what we actually write about. So always think about providing examples, all right, illustrations to your idea. Is that clear? Yes. Very nice. All right. Now let's do our final activity today, and let's do or complete this paragraph. An easy paragraph that everyone can actually write about. Let's see. Alright. We're going to complete this paragraph. Although many people like to live in the countryside, I prefer to live in big cities for 3 reasons. First, social life in big cities is active. For example, I can communicate with different people and from different cultures. Now I'm going to ask you to provide the second reason for why I prefer living in the big city than living in the countryside. The third is here. Living in the big cities is very helpful and useful in finding jobs. In fact, there are lots of job opportunities in the city and many companies require employees. And here is the concluding sentence. So I'd like you now to actually, on your own, complete this paragraph by providing the second reason and give me at least one sentence as an example to explain and illustrate your idea. Okay? Yes, please. I'm going to ask some of you to come here and write on the board their writing and their examples and their reasons. Okay? While you are writing, make sure that you have checked on your sentence structure. Subject verb agreement, for example, your capitalization here, you used capital letters correctly, that you started your sentence with a capital letter and ended with a full stop. Make sure that you have number agreement, all right, and other things that we talked about last time. Are you done? Just a sec, please. Just a sec. right. While you are writing, I'd like to have some volunteers here to show us, to write on the board and show us what they actually wrote for this, to complete this paragraph. Let's have you here, please. And I'd like to see some new faces. Yes, please. Yes. Oh, you can. Okay, very good. Yes, you can write it there. Yes, please. All right. Yes, you can write here. And a third example. Yes, over there. Okay, that should be all right. I wish we have two boards, not one. Okay. Yes, please. Right here. In the meantime, check on your writing. I'd like to see at least 2 sentences, if not 3 sentences, to clarify your ideas. Think about the first sentence as a reason, and the second and third sentences as examples to clarify the points that you are making. Let's see. Are we done? Okay, very nice. Let's see the examples that on the writing your classmates wrote here. Second, services. Is that services? Yes. Services in large cities are much more easier to attain, while in the countryside you have to drive for an hour to reach the drugstore, for example. All right. Do you have any comments? All right, very nice, okay. All right, is this a clear idea? Yes. Is the idea clear? Yes. Does it get through? Yes, I think so. Yes, I think so. Services, all right, in large cities are much more easier to attain, while in the countryside you have to drive for an hour to reach the drugstore or to reach your, to get your service, to get your service, because we're talking about services in general, okay? Whereas the drugstore is just for 1 or 2 things that we need to ask. Very nice, very nice. Let's see the second example, the second idea. Education in big cities is very well, and we can study in high-level university. Do you have any ideas? Do you have any comments? Yeah, it's clear, but actually we need some more one more sentence as an example of what we mean by this idea. We have to add at least 1 more sentence just to make sure that the idea is clearer more. Okay, give me more specific example for this. Let's see the third example here of your classmates writing. Second, there are many universities in big cities that help people who live there to reach in a short time and easily. What do you think? It's fine, I think, but again, I'd like to see 1 more sentence as example, just to develop the idea further. All right? Yes. Okay. What did you write? Yes, please. Just give us an idea about what you wrote, actually.
Living in a big cities means that you can easily reach to the center town universities and supermarket easily because you are in a near area. Because you are in the area, you are in a nearby area. Very nice. What did you write?
Living in big cities is very useful to find anywhere. Contrast small cities, I can find hospital, university, school, and clinic. Very good idea and very good example. Yes, please.
Living in big cities are have comfortable roads which make transport very easy.
Which makes transport very easy. Or we can add a sentence. As a result, I can travel anywhere using buses, using cars, using trams, and so on. So this is much more convenient and efficient and faster for me. Yes, please.
Second, living in big cities is important. We can get our needs easily and without needing to travel.
Without needing to travel for a very long time and for a very long distance. Over there, please. Say it again, please. Say it again. I didn't hear it. Very nice. There are a lot of facilities to live in a big city. Yes, please.
Living in city, they are have a freedom to make a question in our religion, in our mosque, in our schools.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Okay. Yes, please. Just finally.
Big city offer people better supplies and facilities. For example, people can get better health and education supplies in our place.
Very nice. They can get a lot of services. Very good. So they can go to schools, universities, and so on. Let's just give you an idea of what I actually wrote here to explain the second difference between living in big cities and living in as my favorite as my favorite thing. Second, big cities have a lot of facilities which make life easier. This is the second difference, okay? But this is a rather general. I need to make it more specific what I mean by a lot of facilities. For example, or for instance, you can easily find hospitals, universities and schools within a walking distance. Still, the idea is not much clear for me. I need to write a third sentence to explain it further. In addition, there are a lot of entertainment areas and cultural centers where you can spend your free time. Now the idea is a lot more developed, okay, and a lot more clearer and discussed further. So what we see here is more development of the ideas. It's not just enough to write one sentence just to explain your ideas. Always think about writing more, okay, fluently in order to explain your ideas. And notice the transitions that we use in this paragraph. First, and then we have second, and then we have for instance, all right, and in addition, and third, and طبعا, of course, to conclude. All right. So all we have here is actually different transitions, and these are like traffic lights. Think of transitions: first, second, third, moreover, in addition. On the other hand, in contrast, while, as soon as, finally, as traffic lights, as signposts. They connect your ideas in a logical way. So try to use them judiciously, wisely, in order to explain your ideas. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Next time, inshallah, we'll look at the concluding sentence, which is the final part of your paragraph. All right? Thank you very much, and see you next time, inshallah.